Yo, what's up, guys? I'm making this video because I want to get my thoughts out there on the new rank system that's in Dead by Daylight. It's not really a new rank system as much as it's like a tweaked rank system. They kind of took the current rank system that already exists and made it a little bit different. Um, I like the general idea of it, but I think that it does have some flaws, so I kind of want to talk about it and get my thoughts out there. So let's hop right in. Okay, so to start, we're going to do a quick overview of the rank system and how it works, right? So there's these things called emblems, and there's 4 emblems for each side, both Survivor and Killer. They both have 4 emblems that they try to achieve. And they're kind of like the same on both sides, right? Survivor has an emblem that's based around doing generators and, you know, getting the objectives done, and Killers have one that's about keeping the survivors from doing objectives. And then it's the same thing with everything. The survivors have another one about getting like unhooks and heals and being altruistic, and the killer has one about spreading damage about amongst everybody. Survivors have one for surviving. Killers have one for killing. Survivors have one for being good in chases, and killers have one for also being good in chases. So it's kind of like a split, like almost like tug of war type pull for these emblems, and it's a pretty okay rank system as far as, like, obviously a ranking system in a game like Dead by Daylight is always going to be hard to do because this game doesn't have any definitive win conditions, and it's really hard to create one, especially because it's asymmetrical and it's really odd. So all things considered, it works pretty good. There's been a problem for the past while, I guess. I don't know how long it's really been a problem. I guess for quite a while now, where it's been way too easy to pip. It's been way too easy to get rank 1 as survivor and killer. It's pretty much like ridiculous. Like, people that are brand new to the game would play for like a couple weeks and then they'd already be in like some of the highest ranks possible, which is not really accurate for a ranking system, right? If you're going to have a rank system that's there to separate the skill level of players, it should actually do that. It should actually differentiate skill levels. So when you would play Survivor solo queue at high ranks, you would get a lot of teammates that weren't the greatest, and it would be kind of frustrating. And, you know, vice versa. Sometimes you get some killers that are just not, they are obviously not the greatest, and then you just feel bad because you're just stomping on them. So what they did is they took the rank system and they took the required amount of emblems that you need to rank up, and they made it so that it increases as you rank up, right? Here, I'll put an image on the screen and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, the way it works is that when you're rank 20 to rank 17, or the gray ranks, or the brown ranks, or whatever you call them, it's impossible to D-pip. If you notice, the first initial black pip is the D-pip. That is at 0, so it's impossible to D-rank while you're at those ranks. And if you also notice, the first pip, which is a single pip, is at 9 emblem points, and then a double pip is at 14. So this is the closest to the old rank system. The old rank system before the change was basically that. It was 9 to pip, 14 to double pip, but then the safety pip was at around 6 or 7, I can't remember. And it was like that for every rank, the whole way to rank 1. So as long as you can keep getting 9 emblem points every game, and you just kept doing that, you would get the rank 1, which is not that hard to do. So it was definitely a problem, and I'm glad they changed it. And the way this new system works now is that as you get to the next color of ranks, for instance, rank 16 to 13 are the yellow ranks, rank 12 to 9 are the green, rank 8 to 5 are the purple, rank 4 to 1 are the red ranks. As you get to the next level or like color of ranks, it gets slightly harder. Rank 16 to 13 takes 10 to pip, 14 to double pip doesn't change. But then also the safety pip gets pushed up to what is that? It looks like 7 or 6. Yeah, that's definitely 6. Sorry, I can't count. So if you get any less than 6 points, you can now D-pip. So now you're now able to D-rank. So it gets a little bit harder. You got to get a little bit more points to pip up. And then it keeps going. Once you get to rank, the green ranks, rank 12, it takes 11 to pip. It takes 15 to double pip. The safety pip gets pushed up to 7. And it keeps going. Rank 8 to 5, you know, it gets pushed up 1 more. The whole way until the red ranks, until it gets to the point where it takes 9 to even safety pip, which 9, if you look at the very top bar, 9 is where you pip from rank 20 to rank 17. You need that to even safety pip. Just to not D-rank, you need that much. And then a pip is the whole way up at 13. 13 is a lot of points. And then double pip, you have to get an absolutely perfect game. 4 iridescence is the only way that you can double pip. Okay, now I love the idea of this system. This is something I've actually been talking about for a long time, where as you rank up, it gets harder to rank up. So that way you can get kind of hard stuck in a certain place if you're not good enough to keep pipping. But in theory, it sounds really good, but in practice, it ends up running into some issues, especially with how the current rank system works, okay? And we're going to talk about some of those issues. For instance, first off, if you're playing as a survivor, you're on a team of 4, whereas the killer is a team of 1, right? If you kind of think about the game that way, where there's 2 teams, one team is a team of 1, the killer, and then there's a team of 4 survivors playing against that team of 1, right? If you think about the game that way, it makes sense that the killer is going to be able to get high emblems in all 4 categories, right? He's the only person on his quote-unquote team, so he'll be able to do all the hard work, and he'll be able to get all the emblems, right? See, but the problem is that's not how it works for Survivor. When you're playing Survivor, you're on a team of 4, and it's not really realistic to expect you to do all 4 things every game, right? Like, for instance, you'll have some games where you get chased all game. And if you're a good survivor and you don't get caught and it takes him all game to catch you, you don't deserve to D rank for that, right? You did good. You did your part. Even though you only did one of the 4 emblems, you did it exceptionally well and you deserve to rank up. And vice versa. If you're one of the survivors and one of your teammates are getting chased, like what are you supposed to do? You do the generators. You do the objective and then you leave. Like what else can you do? It seems like the current pip system almost requires you to make sure that you get in a chase at least once or twice. You have to get yourself caught so that your teammates can get unhooked, so everyone can get altruism. Like it requires you to make sure that you get a chance to do everything, when that's not really realistic in a team-based game like this. You'll have games where you won't be able to do certain things because your teammates are doing them. You won't have a chance to do generators because you're getting chased and your teammates are doing generators, or you won't have a chance to get chased because your teammates are getting chased and you're on the objectives and all that. It's just not, it doesn't really work. So what ends up happening for Survivor, for the record, I haven't seen a single Survivor player at rank 1. I'm sure there are some out there, but most survivors that just play the game that they used to be rank 1, they hover around rank 5, rank 4, because they get into the red ranks and then it's pretty much impossible to rank up. Like, you have to get really lucky. You have to either be in a 4-man survivor with friends where you guys go out of your way to try really hard to pip, or you have to just get really lucky is like the only way to do it, even if you play extremely well. So that's a huge issue that needs to be changed. I would love to see my proposed fix for this would be something along the lines of maybe reducing the amount of pips it takes to rank up as survivor. Like, still make it scale as you rank up. Still make it harder to go as you rank up. I love that idea. But make it so that it takes less to pip up overall, and make it so that getting an iridescent emblem in any one of the 4 categories is very difficult, right? There's some games where I easily get enough for an iridescent chaser emblem, say, like say if I'm taking the killer for like a 5-gen chase, I'll get enough for an iridescent chaser easily, and then I'll even continue to get chased. So that's all just dead points. That's all just stuff that should be helping me, but it's not. You know what I mean? So I would like to see the iridescent much harder to get to, but if you can get an iridescent in any one of the categories, you instantly pip. That's what I would like to see. That might have some holes in it too. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think about it. If you guys have any holes that you want to poke into that, I'm sure there probably is some holes that can go in it. That's just a quick spitball that I had. But I think that would be a great way to do it, because you can't really expect survivors to do all 4 things when it's a team-based game. It's not really realistic. Another problem I'm seeing a lot, this is on the opposite side of the spectrum, is with killer. Now, with killer, I think it's mostly good. Most killers, if you play them well and you have a really good game, you'll pip most of the time. There's 2 issues when it comes to killer. The first one is one-shot killers like Hillbilly, Leatherface, anyone that can down somebody in one shot gets really screwed over in the Chaser Emblem. Because the way the Chaser Emblem works is that you get into a chase. Whenever you land a hit as killer, you win that chase and you get all the points for that chase, right? So if you're a killer that's an M1 killer where you have to hit them twice to down them, you're getting more points because you're hitting them twice, right? You're getting in a chase, you're getting the hit, which gives you the points, and then you continue chasing them, and you hit them again, which gives you the points again, right? Whereas, say, if you play Hillbilly, you find someone, you instantly chainsaw them, you instantly down them with your chainsaw. that it's all at once, one hit, chase over. You get very low chaser emblems. For instance, I've been playing a ton of Hillbilly lately, and I haven't pipped a single time at red ranks. At purple ranks, I'll rank up, but like at rank 4, no matter, I'll 4K like most of the time. That's not me trying to. Sorry, I know that sounds like a humble brag, but like even when I 4K, I don't pip ever. It just doesn't happen. I don't get anything more than a silver chaser pretty much ever. I'm lucky to get a silver chaser. It's usually bronze because one shot downs just really screw you over out of the chaser emblems, and it's not good. I think maybe what they should do is anything that is like counted as double damage in the game, like chainsaws, or as much as I hate to say it, even like iridescent head huntress, anything that can one shot down, I think should be counted as double. It should give you double the points that you would get for the chaser emblem, right? Say if downing somebody would give you or like downing someone with a chainsaw would give you like 100 points towards the chaser emblem. If you use a one shot to do it, it should give you 200. Maybe like something along those lines. I think would be the only way to fix that, because that's a huge issue. It is impossible to pip as Billy right now unless you go around M1ing people. If you actually chainsaw people, it's impossible. But vice versa, I played around some other games with like Pig and Wraith and some other killers that are M1 killers, and it wasn't that bad to pip. It was difficult, yes, but it wasn't that bad, and I enjoyed that. The other problem I have with the killer pipping is that if the game ends like instantly, you kind of can't pip, right? Like, say hypothetically you just hook a guy and then everyone just dive bombs the hook and just kills themselves, right? Like if you hook a dude, then everyone just kind of runs at you and just dies, and no one ever gets unhooked. Everyone just dies on their first hook. Like, you as a killer, like, you killed them all, right? Like, you played well. But because the game ended so fast, you never really got a chance to, you know, get your emblem points. So you end up hopefully safety pipping. I mean, there's even a chance you could de-pip from it, but hopefully safety pipping. What I would like to see, I mean, I know there can definitely be an argument where, like, you could say that win is given to you, so you don't really deserve to rank up, which I can definitely see that argument. And I would be totally okay with them maybe making a change so that as killer, if you get a 4K, you at least can't de-pip, you know? I don't know if that would be something that would be possible to do, but if they can maybe add something that says, like, as long as you kill all 4 survivors, you know, the worst that you can get is a safety pip, even if you didn't get enough emblem points or something. Because I think, like, if everyone dive bombs a hook and dies instantly, and I only safety, that's not a big deal, right? You can just play the next game and pip up then. But if you de-pip from it, that feels really bad, right? That's completely out of your control as a killer. So those are kind of the issues I'm seeing with it. But and those are also my suggestions as far as feedback, as far as what to give. But I gotta say, overall, I actually really, really enjoy this, honestly. I love that they're looking into the rank system and doing stuff with it. I think that the rank system has been flawed for a very long time. Even the current rank system we have right now, with the flaws that I just talked about in this video, even with this being flawed like it is, I still think it's better than the old rank system, because at least it actually means something, sort of, to have like a rank, right? You're not gonna get really, I mean, you still might find some, but there's gonna be less very low skill level survivors and killers in the high ranks, so you'll generally get like decent teammates, right? Like if you're solo queuing survivor at high ranks, you'll generally find other survivors that are good, and vice versa at low ranks. I mean, hopefully you'll find, you know, like other low skill people, and, you know, it should balance it out, hopefully. And I think a few more tweaks and it should be even better still. I think that's all. I think that's pretty much all I have to say. Guys, let me know what you guys think about this. I'm curious as well. I know I threw out some ideas. If you guys just want to tear my ideas apart and call them shit, feel free. But I'm sure if you guys want to have like an actual constructive conversation about it, leave some comments, and I will try to get back to most of you guys. I think that's all I got to say. So thank you guys for watching. I'm glad I can get this off my chest. I've been feeling a lot of things about this lately, so thank you guys all for watching and listening. And I'm gonna be out of here. Remember to subscribe and all, like, and then all that stuff if you guys care. It helps me out. So that's gonna be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out of here. See you later. Fliga.